Hey everyone, Jenna here. We are going to be doing a dark magic counterspell process together. I'm getting ready to draw the Jesus Yantra, a version of it. It's been a minute since I've done a big Yantra drawing like this, so we're going to just do this together. And this is a space that's held in highest light, highest intention for the freedom, sovereignty, and ability to flow in source light, source love, source intelligence for all beings. This is a process for my completion of my engagement with the Kaleshwar lineage, which has gone on way longer than I ever would have wanted. It has not been every day, of course, but I've had to take some dips in and out of the lineage over the last couple of years for various reasons, specifically to find the ways that power has been abused, specifically to find the ways that the spiritual technologies themselves have also been utilized in what I would refer to as satanic ways. And some of this has been unconscious and unknowing on the part of some beings. Some of it has been very conscious. And so I won't repeat every single concern I've had with the lineage here, because you can go back to past videos for that. But I'm just going to speak freely as I do this, because I'm personally in a healing process right now because of my engagement with a lot of different layers of dark magic. If you go to the Star Family Wisdom channel, you'll find what am I doing here? Okay. Yeah, when you go to the Star Family Wisdom channel, you'll find a lot of videos that describe my recent engagement with dissecting the cult of Baal, which basically is the satanic sacrifice cult on the planet. There's an aspect of spiritual initiation on this planet that has been used for the purpose of gaining power over others, for the purpose of just gaining power, period. And that in and of itself is quite satanic, of course, but then there have actually been some much more egregious forms of evil on our planet that Source, the universe, has been asking me to better understand, has been asking me to dissect so that we can disengage that dark magic from the planetary matrix. Because what we have here on this planet, not just in relation to the Kaleshwar lineage, but in a bigger way, what we have on this planet is a very, very, very large scale experience of inversion. So where beings should be able to operate with full freedom and in their flow, in their ability to explore life, to explore the cosmos, to explore themselves, etc. What we've had is a real attempt at limiting humans by this larger cult, by this larger satanic cult. And so understanding the ways in which, on all levels, both in at a microcosm with how the Kaleshwar lineage has operated, but then also on a macrocosm kind of level for understanding planetary geopolitical dynamics also. Understanding both layers of how dark magic has been utilized in our world is really important. And as the universe started using me, to better understand the ways in which I've been subjugated, in this world on all different levels, right? There's all these different ways in which our minds, our beings have been subjugated by systems people, beliefs. There is we're at a time on the planet where the large scale awakening that needs to happen for a reason, to like help this planet survive, because beings have just been so, all different groups of beings, have been so subjugated and harmed by negative intentions on this planet, and specifically intentions of power and control. And there's a faction of beings also that operate in truly satanic ways, where they like let the blood, of beings, right? And they act almost as vampires in this world. That's a real thing. That's a real thing going on. And one of the reasons I had a lot of problems with the Kaleshwar lineage is because I saw some echoes of that. The larger cult of Baal on the planet talks about energy harvesting and charging energy, but that happens at the expense of others. In the Kaleshwar lineage, there's an unnatural level of energy charging, not always happening in a conscious way at the expense of others, but happening in a way where we're in some ways accidentally giving our power over to a group of beings or a lineage or a person like Kaleshwar or whatever, rather than sourcing our light directly from source itself. And so, there's all these different ways we've gotten into this mindset of taking, harvesting, utilizing this kind of vampiric way of being with others, whether that's on like the worst level possible that we've seen, like with the Epstein files and some of that, whether that's on the worst level possible, or whether it's just through like unconscious dynamics. We've got a lot of it going on, and it's highly concerning. And I also want to just say, like, while I'm doing this process, I'm disappointed. Like, I'm disappointed with this world. I'm disappointed with what I found in the Kaleshwar spiritual lineage. I'm disappointed with the level of dark magic happening on this planet. I'm saddened, I'm saddened by it. I've spent years doing a lot of study, a lot of deep study of various lineages, various paths of wisdom in this world, various ways like magic works. And ultimately, like, we shouldn't need magic. It's like the magic of the universe just is. And ultimately, like, we shouldn't need to control that, Like, I don't want to control it. But also, we've got some major fucking problems on our hands, and someone has to stand up for, the, like, innocent life on this planet. So part of my path, it turns out, has been utilizing this like large body of knowledge that I've gained and gathered over time for the purpose of doing counterspells, for the purpose of literally doing counterspells against the dark magic effects that are living in the energy field of this planet, are living in the like data and the programming of this planet. It's insane. It's insane what I have found. Like, I just, if you haven't been over at the Star Family Wisdom channel, go check that out. You'll see a lot of information about the cult of Baal and what I've been exploring there. But again, like, when you really start to realize what has been happening on this planet and just the sheer level of attempted manipulation, attempted control, attempted wielding of occult spiritual wisdom, like, wow, we have a major problem on our hands. It's really bad. And then also, unfortunately, we have a lot of lineages like the Kaleshwar lineage where people start to fall victim to some just unconscious power games that are unhealthy, and unconscious games of magic, that are unhealthy, that are not truly about consciousness evolution, or not truly about love, or not truly about like helping this world become a more beautiful heavenly place. Even if we think that's why we're doing it, like we get talked into all these different ways, we can like wield our mental faculties, our time, our energy, our intentions, etc. But it's like, even doing this, it's like, I shouldn't be having to do this. I shouldn't have to like draw a Jesus Yantra to recover my consciousness from dark magic in this world. Like I shouldn't have to do that. But here I am commanding the death of dark magic that has been wielded in this world against the ascension of source aligned beings. So I'm, again, currently in a healing process here, kind of working through just a lot of different layers of emotions I have, about what I've experienced, what I've found, and I'm talking it out here for the purpose of not holding it in, and for the purpose of sending all negative energy back to those who wield it against the innocent, unwinding the negative effects of said dark intentions or dark entanglements of consciousness because of certain aspects of relation, intentions, etc., not being in the light. Ananta Atma Rupa Tita Shakti Agoradara Shivam. Muktim Jivam. So as we complete this yantra, we are calling back all soul power, in highest source fidelity. I Saraya. In highest union with Cottonelle. Decree and command for the good of all beings. The return of all soul power, all soul light, all sovereignty to all innocent souls of source or who align with the true intentions, love, and light of Jesus. all dark magic and satanic inversion, programming, projections, or entanglements are nullified and void across all timelines, dimensions, and realities. All innocent souls are returned to the light. And we command the deactivation, diminishment, disempowerment of all satanic or inverted or evil forces in the Earth Matrix. I am returned to Christ consciousness, free from the effects of dark magic, soul blueprint mimicry, satanic mockery, satanic disrespect, and am free to be my own sovereign being of light in this world. I call all that is mine, and for all children of light, souls of light, to us by divine right and design. All karmic consequences are delivered to those who choose to operate in inverted, harmful ways towards others. Source has dominion here. We're going to burn this in a minute. We're going to burn a seal of Solomon also for the dissolution of dark magic, dark forces, dark energies, dark spirits. This is for gaining triumph over darkness and over evil. And then we're going to burn this Ring of Solomon that is also for exorcism. And then on the back is the diagram of the brass container, brass vessel of Solomon that is like symbolic of him containing the evil spirits. So we're containing all the evil here. Part of my process has been a containment of evil process, to identify all of it, document it, contain it, and command its destruction, command its dissolution. So we'll burn both of these too. And we'll say, life to truth and freedom and light. Death to satanic evil. Death to the cult of Baal. Death to dark energy interference. Death to evil intentions. Death to subjugation by evil. Life, love, freedom. We are delivered from evil. Let this planet go free. Let the minds and hearts and souls of all go free. Okay, let's burn these. And say thank you, Source. Thank you, Divine Father, for bringing highest healing, for bringing highest freedom from negative intentions, negative forces, negative attempts at subjugation. Thank you for the disempowerment of all inverted forces, all satanic forces on the earth. We are beings of Christ consciousness here. We are free from the effects of dark magic, and we return all dark magic to its originator. We dissolve all in the light of Source. The light, love, and truth of Source has dominion here, now, and forevermore. Let's burn this too. Say Earth is returned to the garden. We go free. And for all of you out there who do play dark magic games, who might find this, I feel sorry for you. That's no way to live. Selling your soul for games of power and control. It's no way to live, because it doesn't end in more life. It ends in destruction. So let the world go free and let the dark forces be destroyed. It is done. It is law. We wield this highest spiritual technology for the good of all, for the freedom of all, for the highest peace and sovereignty of all, for my highest peace and sovereignty after this engagement with both the lineage of Kaleshwar and also the greater cult of Baal. We are free. We are held in highest source protection. It is done.